Positively Muskegon, it is Andy O'Reilly with Mary Husid and Mary Marcil. That's almost like nuns. Two Mary.
I'll tell my husband that.
Yeah, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, right? Look at that face. I love it. They are here clearly because they are on board with the Reeths-Puffer Rockets. There is a bunch of stuff going out there that goes around the soccer field because, as we talked a little bit in the article before you came on camera here, soccer is a big deal, and there are a lot of young people playing it. We've seen the Muskegon Risers come along. We've seen high school programs that have been really, really active with soccer, and now it's continuing to grow to the point where Mary is telling us that it's time for a new press box. It's time for a new concession stand. It's gone wild.
It has.
So talk about this. I mean, where did this all come about?
Well, my grandsons both played soccer at Reeths-Puffer.
Okay.
And last year, somehow I got roped into being the concession mom.
That's how it happens in Muskegon. You get roped in.
Yes, yes. And I was working in this little tiny building with, it just really wasn't adequate for
Sure.
a concession stand.
Sure.
And the athletic director, Tony Schmidt, and the coach said to me, you know, Mary, it wouldn't take much for a new concession stand. I said, really? How much? Oh, only $50,000.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, really.
And you didn't write him a check?
Yeah, no. So my wheels started spinning. I started talking to a couple other parents, and I said, we could do this.
Yeah.
Well, by the end of the season, I said, you know, I think we should get a committee together, and I think we should do this.
Yeah.
I think we can do this.
Yeah.
So I started planning and started talking to people. I got Mary Marcil involved because of her late son, who was really the inspiration behind soccer for Reeths-Puffer High School many years ago.
Yeah.
And I got a great committee together, and that's how it all started.
Everything's on its way.
Everything is on its way.
It's going in the right direction. Let's talk about your son a little bit. It's been since when?
Well, Eric coached the latter part of the 90s.
Okay.
Coached both the girls and the boys soccer teams. And soccer was his passion. I mean...
Was it hard for him? Because back then, I mean, I would imagine he's probably about my age, somewhere in there. Would have been.
He would have been 41.
Yep, so ballpark. Yeah. But back then, you know, when we were kids, soccer was kind of like the...
Well, you know, you have to understand that he started playing soccer when he was 5.
Did he?
He started playing soccer at the Y.
Yeah.
You know, the fun little soccer. And, you know, he played his regular sports. You know, he played baseball, he played football. Golf and soccer were his two favorites.
Really?
And when it came to choosing one when he was in high school, it was soccer.
Yep.
I mean, that was his passion.
That's awesome.
He loved to watch it. He loved to play it. He loved to coach it.
Yeah.
Anything dealing with soccer was his baby.
So it's kind of carried over. You've got the little memorial out there at the field now with the bench and the tree and all that kind of stuff. But it's got to be a pretty big deal to see the whole place named after your son.
Well, and my husband and I both really thought long and hard because we wanted to make a difference.
Yeah.
For the Reeths-Puffer grads, and we have a scholarship fund that in the past 15 years has given out over $16,000 worth of scholarships. But those coaches that are on those fields coaching those kids make a positive impact for those kids. And you know, he left a legacy. He left some good things happening out there. And the other coaches that have followed him, I mean, even prior to Eric coaching, Tony Malatziotis was his coach in high school. You know, those coaches make an impact on those kids.
A big impact.
They need to have, you know, some of the same facilities that we afford our football, that we afford some of our other sports.
And you know, I don't want to interrupt, but, you know, football is what it is. It's a big draw in Muskegon. Everybody loves it. But soccer is really, in the next 10 years, it's going to be at the same level of fans and support and everything else. So it's really coming at this point.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. But to see that named after your son now, got to make you feel pretty good.
Oh, it does. It's pretty special.
I'll bet.
Pretty special.
There are some fundraisers going on. One of them's pretty fun. I've seen this rocket, and we were actually coming back from the cottage one time, and I think it was out in front of the ice cream shop on 120, or somewhere through there. I don't really
Carmichael's.
Is that where it was? Okay.
Carmichael Heating and Cooling.
Yeah, here's this big rocket, and I'm like, what is that?
Well,
but there's a story behind it.
Absolutely. It's all part of our fundraising efforts, and we developed a whole sponsorship program, and that's where we got Mary, and she did the title sponsorship for the field.
Cool.
And we have the rockets that go around from house to house. A rocket will land at your house. It's your landing pad. And we say that we're holding your house ransom, and you have to pay the ransom in order to launch it out of your yard. And you
Great
have
idea.
to call our dear friend Susan Vanderwall.
Yep.
And you call her and you tell us where you want it launched off to. And someone comes and takes the rocket. We take the payment and we send it off to the next house. We'll take a picture, we'll load it on our Facebook page, RP Soccer Pride, and we post those pictures, and it has been really, really successful.
A lot of fun.
It has been. And then we have one rocket that is a business sponsor rocket, and that's why it was out in front of Carmichael's.
That's cool.
Because it will sit there to thank the sponsors of the businesses that help us.
And if nothing else, what a fun way to get neighbors interacting with each other.
Absolutely.
You know, I can think of one time it was a rainbow vacuum salesman. I think the rocket would be a lot more fun.
Yes.
You know, they want a referral, they send you the vacuum guy. Send me the rocket. I want to be a part of that. You've got a fundraiser coming up as well. You were mentioning it a little bit. Talk about that.
Well, on a Thursday night, April 14th, this Thursday, we are actually having a home soccer game. It's against Whitehall.
Fun.
It's the girls' JV and varsity soccer games, and in between the two games, we will be dedicating the field to the Eric. Makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's very emotional for both
It's okay.
of us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's going to be named the Eric Marcil Field, and our superintendent, Steve Edwards, will be there to do the honors and present the field name, and there'll be a little presentation and a dedication and a plaque that will be given to Mary and to Lynn and her husband, and there'll be, I'm sure, a huge crowd.
We hope.
Yes.
Yep.
All wearing the shirts.
Yes. We are selling shirts as part of the fundraiser.
Okay.
And you can see the front of them right here, but on the back,
This is the back.
we have a specially designed logo, the Eric Marcil Soccer Field logo.
Okay.
And those shirts are available. They can be bought ahead of time, and there's information on, I think you've got a link for that.
Yep. We'll put a link right up.
Yep, and it's on our RP Soccer Pride page. And you can also get them the night of the game.
So Thursday night.
Absolutely. If you buy a shirt, you get in for free.
Cool.
And anybody with a shirt, obviously we'll have that memory of Eric, but we have tons and tons of former players and friends and athletes that were athletes with him and who played for him.
So it's a big deal.
It is
It's a
really
great thing
big.
for a community.
Well, and they have everything from T-shirts to performance T-shirts, hoodies. So
You name it.
Yeah,
It's
little
there.
stickers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're super excited.
Well, we're glad you're here. Mary.
Mary.
Yeah.
Positively Muskegon. Make sure you head out to Reeths-Puffer. Support this. Think about that. You turn a tragedy into a triumph like we've got going on with the Eric Marcil Field. Soon to be dedicated up in Reeths-Puffer. You guys, thanks for stopping in and talking a little bit about the event.
Thank you.